Welcome to the Make Every Day Amazing podcast. Do you want to do more with your life, but you feel the cards have been stacked against you? Once you learn that things happen for you, not to you, you can begin to see your own transformation in the mirror, and the people around you will know that you're on fire. This podcast will show you a whole new outlook on life and set you up for success. Your host, Todd Harmison, will help you make every day amazing.
Hey, let's make every day amazing. Welcome back. Here we are today. And today I want to ask you, are you leading by example? Think about that. Are you leading by example? What a wonderful thought. You know? So where I want to go with this is, in your everyday life, we talk about making every day amazing, having the inner circle of good people, setting the example of positiveness, not being the Debbie Downer or the nagging, nilly type person. So are you leading by example? We want to set that example of who we are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you're a first-time listener to the Make Every Day Amazing podcast, I welcome you to the channel. Welcome here on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, or wherever you're going to listen to this message. I welcome you. If you're returning, then that means you've probably already liked and subscribed to my page so that you get notified every time I make a post. And I appreciate it. It's amazing people just like you that are helping to spread the word out there. So, are you leading by example? I lead my life by example. So when I'm at work, I go through every morning here at Snowcat Ridge, where I'm at right now working, and I welcome and greet as many employees as I can every morning to the job. Just something little like, hey man, thanks for coming in today. Hey, looks like you had a rough night last night, but thanks for getting up and coming in. I knew I could count on you. Good morning. Just little things like that. I'll even comment about, man, you're taking this cold weather better than I am, and I'm from the north. Just having that simple dialogue with people, that just reinforces to my employees that I'm not too good for them. I'm not above them. Today is Wednesday. It was Monday. Matter of fact, the New Year's Day, we were so short-staffed. And where did you find me? If people were at the park, you found me on the hill working. I was greeting customers at the bottom of the hill, helping pull 10-person tubes, working in the tube corral a couple times to go over there and help clear them up. And that's part of leading by example. I expect my employees to do the job, come to work, and I want to demonstrate to them that I am willing to do the same job that I expect them to. My son, Harm, is doing an absolutely killer job here in Florida. He's my daytime hill manager, and I would not trade him for the world. Whether he's my son or not, that's totally separate. We're in the work environment here, and he's my manager that reports to me here, and I wouldn't trade him for the world because he's willing to get in there and do the job of his people. When we were short on Monday, he wasn't leaning on the post or leaning on the fence managing. He was in there pulling tubes, working at the top, working at the bottom, giving restroom breaks, giving food breaks, whatever he needed to do. Harm was there, and that's what I see every morning from him also. Not only do I go around and greet my employees, Harm is right there greeting every one of his employees that comes in the morning, man, joking with them, just trying to lighten up the mood, get them awake, get them motivated, because if they're motivated and they're excited, that excitement and enthusiasm transfers over to the customers. And then the customers are having a great time. And that goes with our business model to create a fun atmosphere that the guests want to come back time and time again. And that's what we want, whether we're at Snowcat Ridge, whether at one of our screen parks, whether at paintball or tree hoppers, any one of our businesses, we want our guests to have such a great experience that they'll come back time and time again. And that's what leading by example is all about. You know, I expect my employees to put a smile on and welcome our guests. So that means I have to put a smile on. I have to welcome my employees to work. I have to do little things for them, man. It might be, handing out some snacks. It might be handing out waters on a hot day, or telling them thanks for coming to work, or even going out in my parking lot. Like, I'm getting ready to do now. Go out and see my parking guys and just tell them thank you. They don't get to see me very often. I don't get out to the parking lot very often. Those guys handle it. They run the parking lot, but I want to get out there and tell them thank you also. If I need to jump in and help park cars from one of them, I'll run out to the parking box where our parking cashier is. They need food. They need restroom breaks. I'll run out there and relieve them so that they can go take a quick break. That's what leading by example is all about. We as managers, you as managers, if you're going to be successful, whether you're a police supervisor, a fire supervisor, whether you're an elected official, whether you're a business manager, a supervisor in a factory, it doesn't matter. Even in fast food, in my Burger King corporate days, man, the best restaurant managers were the ones that would get in there on the grill. They were the ones making sandwiches. They were helping with cashiers. They were covering so that other managers could have a special day off. Just because we move up in the company doesn't mean we automatically get every weekend and every holiday off. It's our job to cover so that our employees can have those special days as well. That's what leading by example. If you're leading by example and setting the right tone, your employees will come to work. They want to come and be a part of your team. And when you get the right people that want to be a part of your team, again, you're not asking how quick can I get to the top. You're asking yourself questions like, how far can I go? I don't even know how far I could go. I could go beyond being a restaurant manager. I can go beyond being a shift supervisor. I might be in charge of detectives. I might be a sheriff. I might be the mayor. I might be, a district manager for a company. There's no limit to how far you can go when you put the right people on your team. And when you lead by example, those team members want to be a part of your team. I challenge every one of you to learn how to do the jobs where you work. Jump in there. I don't care if you're cleaning out the septic tank. If you're willing to do it and your employees see that you're willing to do it, they're going to have a greater respect for you because they know that you lead by example. And it's that example that's going to, say it with me, make every day amazing. Have a great one, guys. I'll see you on the flip side. And that's a wrap. Another episode of the Make Every Day Amazing podcast is in the books. Thanks a million for tuning in. Before you go, could you do me a quick favor? Head over to iTunes or wherever you listen to your podcast and drop a rating for the show. Your feedback helps amazing people just like you discover this podcast. Speaking of amazing people, are you the next amazing success story in the making? If you're ready to tackle life and its lessons both personally and professionally, get on my calendar by going to speakwithtodd.com. Together, we're going to build you a path to success. Are you ready to jump on board? I'll see you on the next Make Every Day Amazing podcast.